So we've been having some issues with the chiller related to our TEM, and so nothing's been resolved, but I thought it would be interesting to talk a bit about what we're doing to try to troubleshoot, and then hopefully I can update with positive news on the solution after the engineer comes next week. So first off, our chiller shares the building's water supply with the air conditioning unit. So I'm going to move into the chiller room, which is quite loud. But here is our chiller. And then we have the pipes with the water supply and the air conditioner unit. And so the question is, the chiller keeps shutting off because of issues with the water flow. And so either the building's water flow is not steady enough or it's too low, and that's related to the building water supply, or the chiller itself is failing in some way. And so the engineer for the microscope company suggested that we turn off the air conditioner unit to see if that resolved the water flow issues coming from the building. And it seemed to work for several days, but then today when I was going on and gonna train a student, it shut off. So clearly the water supply itself isn't the issue, and it must be more related to the chiller. One other thing I wanted to point out is because we turned off the air conditioning, the room's very warm. It's in the basement, but it's not really getting fresh air flowing through. And so the room is warm, that's fine. The not so fine thing is when I was filling up the liquid nitrogen before the session, which we use this unit for, I was filling up the liquid nitrogen, the dewar is in the microscope. There was an alarm that went off, and that was related to this unit down here. She's tucked back here. And that's an oxygen detection system, and so it meant the oxygen levels in the room were getting dangerously low, and so I quickly left the room and watched the unit that we have in the hallway to see when the oxygen levels had recovered, and then I came back in and didn't continue filling the liquid nitrogen because there was enough for what we needed it for. But it's just funny that one little thing, turning off the air conditioner, results in something that hasn't happened in the lab before. The positive side is I know the oxygen detection system works, which is important. But as I said, we have the engineer coming next week, so hopefully I can update with positive news and explain what has actually been the issue in case it helps anybody or you find it interesting. So stay tuned.